Should you disclose your autism and/or ADHD diagnosis to others? Let's talk about it. My name is Dr. Ruth Dotton. I'm a board-certified adult psychiatrist, and I talk a lot about neurodivergent affirming care on this app. And this is a question that I've got multiple times from different commenters. Generally, the answer that I would give is that this is really a deeply personal decision, and similar to any other medical and/or mental health condition, this is your personal health information, and it's really your right to do with it what you want. Outside of a few specific circumstances, you should never feel forced to disclose this information if it's not something that you want to do. The situations in which you might have to disclose this information are largely occupational. So when you're starting a new job, you may have to disclose whether or not you have a mental and/or medical condition that may impair your ability to perform the functions of that job. However, you're probably not going to have to provide any specific details about that condition. And then if you're requesting a specific accommodation at work due to your diagnosis, then although it's illegal for the company or job to require that you disclose more information about the diagnosis, many of them do this. Again, it's illegal for your employer to fire you due to a diagnosis. However, this is also really difficult to prove that it was due to the disclosure of that diagnosis that the termination resulted. Other situations in which you may have to disclose your diagnosis would be perhaps if you're leaving the country to go to certain other countries, or if you're trying to enroll in the military. Now, in one's personal life, there may be situations where disclosing this information is really helpful, and there may be other situations in which it's really harmful. So it may be harmful if others don't believe you and they make you feel invalidated, or if it triggers others to have prejudice against you or to stigmatize you. However, it can also be really helpful to have emotional support from others when needed, and to be able to communicate to others what types of accommodations may be helpful to better suit your needs and hopefully help with that relationship too. Or maybe you're just proud of the diagnosis and you feel like it's a core part of your identity and you want to share it. Overall, I would say it's probably really helpful to disclose the diagnosis to at least those who are closest to you for the above reasons, so that they can help make accommodations, so that you understand why you're arguing, or whatever the case may be. If you want to share the diagnosis to people outside of this circle, then I would just say that it's probably best to be prepared for a negative response so that you can be pleasantly surprised rather than disappointed and frustrated. But what about you? Do you feel like it's been more helpful to share these diagnoses with others or to keep them to yourself? Wishing you all good mental health today, and I'll see you in the next one.